everyone. I decided to show you guys today my bullet journal setup for my 2021 bullet journal for language learning. So let's just open it up and see what I've got in here. Okay, so this first page is not pretty, so don't come for me in the comments. But I just wanted to write down a general overview of my language goals, specifically where I am now with each language. You could see on the left side I have a list of all the languages that I'm studying, and I have my current level and then also my desired level by the end of the year. I've also divided up the year into quarters: winter, spring, summer, and fall, and you can see that I wrote down the languages that I want to focus on in each quarter. And then on the right side, you can see just a more detailed description of what exactly I want to improve on in the upcoming year. So, yeah, those are just the languages that I'm going to be studying. The top three languages are going to be my priority languages, in which I'm going to be actively learning. The middle three languages are going to be more like passive learning. I'm not actually, trying to learn explicitly learn a whole bunch. And then the last language, number 7 at the bottom, is just maintenance, or actually, I think I want to change it to dabbling. So those are going to be the languages that are just going to be for fun. You can see at the bottom I have Hebrew, Italian, Mandarin, and then Hebrew again. And so those are the languages that I want to be dabbling in the new year. And it's really small, but on the right side there's just, I wrote down little dots of on my progress, so you can see if you look closely. French, for reading and listening, I have 4 out of the 6 dots, which means I'm at about a B2 level, and so obviously by the end of the year I want to fill all the rest of those dots. Alright, so table of contents is really ugly. Again, don't come for me in the comments. I'm not an artist. I'm just a language learner. So please do not think that I'm out here trying to be cute or whatever with my journal. So I also have a resources page, which is places to put books, TV shows, YouTube channels, and music that I especially liked during the year in the language learning process, so I can keep track. And then now I have the specific language progress logs. And so the first few pages I started off with English and French. English is my native language, but some of my goals for this year are to create 12 ESL lesson plans this year and to also read 12 classic novels. And then for French, I drew an Eiffel Tower and I marked out little milestones. So some of them are like reading and writing academic papers or becoming conversationally fluent. And then I also put on the other side like the B2, C1 levels. And I'm just going to fill that up as I go along. And then for Arabic and Spanish, I feel like my Arabic one looks a lot prettier than the Spanish one, but oh well. It's just a little graph, and each of the little bars have like speaking at a B1 level or Levantine comprehension at a B1 level. And I have little graphs for reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And so I'm just going to kind of fill those up as the year progresses to mark my progress. And on the Spanish side, okay, it was supposed to be like a little road map, like cute or whatever, but it's really not. So, but that's just again a fun way to mark my progress, and I'll be able to kind of fill in the road, I guess is what it is, until I reach my goal, which is a B1 level of speaking and understanding Spanish by the end of 2021. Then I have Italian and Indonesian. On the Indonesian side, I drew a little palm tree because, tropical islands or whatever. And again, kind of like the French page, I had the A1, A2, B1, B2 in the trunk. And then for the leaves, that's just going to be my conversation progress. So as I progress in my ability to have everyday conversations, I am just planning on filling in each of those leaves. And then for the Italian side, I was a little bit less inspired, and so I just drew a book. And so I'll just manually write in my progress, little milestones I reach throughout the year, and it just says Beginner Italian Chapter 1 on it. For Hebrew, I drew a dreidel, which I it looks a little wonky, but that's okay. And so my goals for Hebrew this year is literally just to learn the alphabet and to reach an A1 level of conversation. So, and this is one of the languages that I'm going to be dabbling in, so I don't really have very high like expectations. And then for Mandarin, I drew this little Hall of Fame thing. So my thinking was that maybe in each of the squares, like the tiles on the floor or on the displays on the wall, I'll write a few of my favorite characters that I've learned over the year. I don't really know. I just was kind of having fun and I didn't really know what else to do, so I think I'll just kind of decorate that Hall of Fame, so to speak, as the year progresses with any interesting words I learn or any cool characters that I learn, or I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. Again, this is the language that I'm going to be dabbling in, so I'm not too picky. Then if we turn the page, I have my at a glance calendar. And so I just wrote down all the dates for the year. And then I put my winter, what's it called? Page? Winter title page, I guess you could say, on the right side. And I really do want to decorate that page more. I just didn't know what to put. I was thinking of maybe doing snowflakes or something in the background, but I'm not really sure. So if you have any ideas, then leave it in a comment and give me some ideas on what to do for that page, because it's kind of boring, kind of plain, but anyway, we'll see what I do with that. Then if we turn the page, I have my Q1 calendar. So January and February, and then on the next page I've got March if you flip the page. So this is just a larger calendar, and I'm planning on marking down on each of the days the languages that I study. So like I'll highlight a certain color for French and I'll highlight a certain color for Arabic, and that way I can look back and see my progress and see which languages I studied on which days. And I did get this idea from Polyglot Progress. She did the same thing, so thank you to her for the idea. And then finally, like I said, I have my March calendar on that side. And then so my Q1 is gonna be, like I said, winter, so January, February, and March. And I just wrote down a list of habits that I want to cultivate during this first quarter of the year. So for English, I just said read at night before bed. For French, I said read in the morning and listen to podcasts throughout the day and write weekly, journal entries. For Arabic, I just said watch Levantine shows before bed and read one page per day and then make Quizlets. And then for Spanish, I said listen to music and make/review Quizlet sets. And then for Indonesian and Italian, I just said listen to music and translate lyrics and learn songs in those languages. So these habits are going to change every quarter because I'll have different kind of like top priority languages. But yeah, that's going to be it for January, February, March. And then turning the page, that's all I have so far. It's just blank. And yeah, that's basically my bullet journal so far. I'm just going to be keeping track of my progress all in one place for all of my languages, which I'm super excited for. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful to some of you or inspiring in some way. I'm really excited. This is my first ever bullet journal, actually, and I'm really excited to track my language learning progress with it. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to 2021. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.